Good day everyone, welcome to this video lesson, and today we are going to discuss about equations transformable into quadratic equation. Okay? At the end of this video, the viewers and learners are expected to identify which equation is transformable to quadratic equation, apply properties of equality in transforming equation to quadratic, and determine whether the roots of a derived quadratic equation are also the roots of the rational algebraic equation. So let us define equation transformable or reducible to quadratic equation. It is an equation that can be written in the form au squared plus bu plus c equals 0, where u is any algebraic expression. The second definition is that it is an implicit quadratic equation, meaning it looks not a quadratic, but if you simplify, you will produce ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So let us have examples of equations transformable to quadratic equation. So you have the square of 2x plus 1 plus 2 times the quantity of 2x plus 1 minus 3 equals 0. And number 2, 2x plus 7 square root of x equals 4. 3x plus 5 over x equals negative 6. And 4, you have 2x over x minus 4 plus 4 over x minus 3 equals 8 over the quantity of x minus 4 times quantity x minus 3. Okay, let us have example on how to solve equation transformable to quadratic equation. So for example, we have the square of 2x plus 1 plus 2 times the quantity of 2x plus 1 minus 3 equals 0. Okay, so as we look at the equation, it's a little bit complicated, but we can make this equation simple by using another variable. So let us say let u equals 2x plus 1. So in other words, we are going to replace 2x plus 1 by u to make this equation simple. And if we replace that by u, it will become u squared plus u plus 2u minus 3 equals 0. So as we look at now the equation, it is a simple quadratic equation. Okay, then we are going to solve this quadratic equation now to find the value of u. We are going to factor u squared plus 2u minus 3, so we have u plus 3 times u minus 1. So these are the factors of u squared plus 2u minus 3. Then equate its factor to 0. So you have u plus 3 equals 0 and u minus 1 equals 0. Then we solve for u. And our u is negative 3 and positive 1. Then after that, we are going to find the x by resubstituting this computed value of u to our representation, u equals 2x plus 1. Okay, we can interchange the 2x plus 1 and u. So you can have 2x plus 1 equals u, and by symmetric property of equality. And now we'll replace the u. We are going to replace the u by negative 3 and 1 at the same time. So if we let us use first negative 3. 2x plus 1 equals negative 3. We transpose positive 1 to the right side, so it will become negative 3 minus 1. Negative 3 minus 1 is negative 4. Then we divide both sides by 2. Then our x is negative 2. Okay, so and this time let us use the second computed value of u which is 1. Okay, so you have 2x plus 1 equals 1. So we copy this 2x plus 1 here. Then the u is replaced by 1. Okay, then we'll solve again to find the x. Let us transpose positive 1 to the right side. So become 1 minus 1 is 0. Then we divide both sides by 2. So our x is 0. So we are going to verify if negative 2 and 0 are solution set of the given equation. So we'll verify that. Let us verify negative 2 first. So if our x is negative 2, so meaning we'll replace all the x by negative 2. And if we were able to balance the equation, then we can say that negative 2 is one of the solution set. Okay, we have to substitute the negative 2 to the equation. So you have negative 2 times 2, negative 4 plus 1 is negative 3, which is square. Then do the same thing on the second term. 2 times negative 2, negative 4 plus 1 is negative 3 times 2, then minus 1. So it will become this one. Then we have to square negative 3, 9, plus 2 times negative 3 is negative 6, then minus 3. So you have now 9 minus 6 minus 3. 9 minus 6 is 3 minus 3, so you have 0. So we're able to balance the equation. So negative 2 is the solution set of the given equation. How about x equals 0? Is 0 a solution set of the given equation? Then let us find out. We have to replace x of the general given equation by 0, so we have this one. If you simplify, you have the square of 1 plus 2 times 1 minus 3. So you have 1 plus 2, so you have 3 minus 3, then 0 is equal to 0. So again, we were able to we balance the equation. We're able to balance the equation. So therefore, 0 is another solution of the given equation. So therefore, the solution set of the given equation is negative 2, 0. Okay, and that's it. Then let us have another example. 2x plus 7 square root of x equals 4. So as you look at the equation, it's a little bit complicated again because of the square root of x. But we can do something to make this equation simple by assigning another variable. So let u be equal to square root of x. So that we will not be dealing with the square root of x. But we need also to replace x. So in the representation u equals square root of x, if we square both sides of this equation, will come out that u squared is equal to x. So ito yung papamalit natin doon sa equation. So pag pinalitan natin yung square root of x at saka x ng u, it will become 2u squared. Okay? Because x, that is u squared, and 7 times u, which is our representation for the square root of x. So you have 2u squared plus 7u minus 4 equals 0. So you have 2u squared plus 7u minus 4 equals 0. Then we'll solve this one. This is now a quadratic equation. Then we can solve by factoring. So if you are not, you still have difficulty in getting the factor, so we can make a table. Then the upper right, this point, this box for the quadratic terms, where we have to place this here, and the constant sa gitna, and the linear term dito sa upper right of the given box. Okay, so we have this 2u, negative 4, and 7u. So we have to factor 2u squared. So we have now 2u times u, and your negative 4 can be factored as 4 times negative 1. And then we will multiply that horizontally, 2u times 4. So if you have 8u, then u times negative 1, negative u. Dapat pag in-add natin itong dalawa na partial product, 8u and negative 4, dapat equal siya doon sa nasa taas na linear term sum nito. Otherwise, kailangan mo baguhin ito. Pag in-add mo at hindi equal dun sa 7u. We have to change the factors of negative 4 or the factors of 2u squared until we're able to satisfy the condition that the sum of the partial product must be equal to the linear term. Okay? But in this case, if we add, so the sum is 7u, which is equal to the linear term. So then we can have now the factors. So the diagonal. So 2u minus 1 times u plus 4. So that's the factors. Okay? So 2u minus 1 times 4 plus 4 equals 0. Then equate its factor to 0. So you have 2u minus 1 equals 0 and u plus 4 equals 0. Then we solve for u. So the first equation, we transpose negative 1 to the right side. So it will become 2u equals 1. Divide both sides by 2. So our u is 1 half. Then the other equation, u plus 4 equals 0. We transpose positive 4 to the right side. It will become negative 4. So the values of u is 1 half and negative 4. So we are going to use this value now to find the value of x. Okay? So we can, by symmetric property, we can interchange u squared and x. So we have x equals u squared, and we'll replace this u by 1 half and negative 4. Okay, so we have now x equals, instead of u, we have 1 half, quantity 1 half squared. Then the other one is x equals negative 4 quantity squared. Okay, if we squared 1 half, we have 1/4. If we squared negative 4, you have 16. So therefore, the values of x are 1/4 and 16. But we need to verify if this is really the correct, the solution set or correct answer, solution set of the given equation. So we are going to use 1/4 first. So we'll replace all the x in the given equation. So this one will be replaced by 1/4 and 1/4. Okay, so if we replace that, so you have 2 times 1/4 plus 7 square root of 1/4 is it equal to 4. Dapat maging equal to 4 sila. Okay, so 2 times 1/4 is 1 half, square root of 1/4 is 1 half. So 1 half plus 7 times 1 half is 1 half plus 7 over 2. So 1 half plus 7 over 2, that is 4 over 4. Kasi 1 plus 7, because they have the same denominators, 8, copy the common denominator, 8 divided by 2, you have 4 equals 4. And we're able to satisfy the equation. So 1/4 is a solution set of the given equation. How about 16? So if we replace x by 16, you have 2 times 16 plus 7 times the square root of 16. Let us verify if it is equal to 4. 2 times 16 is 32, then square root of 16 is 4. So 32 plus 7 times 4, so you have 32 plus 28. 32 plus 28 is not equal to 4. So it only implies that 16 is not a solution set of the given given equation. So this 16 is what we call the extraneous root. So when it's extraneous root, that's the value of x, but not a solution of the original equation. Okay, extraneous root. We call that extraneous root. So therefore, we only have one value of x that can be considered as the solution, and that is 1/4. So only 1/4 is the solution of the given equation. Okay, so that's how we solve. Let's have example number 3. X plus 5 over x equals negative 6. This is based on the second definition of equation transformable to quadratic equation. So to solve this one, we are going to clear the equation. When you say clear the equation, we have to remove the denominator. So how to remove that? We have to multiply both sides by the less common denominator. But in this case, we have only one denominator, x. So yun na ang pang-divide natin. So you have this one, x times x, you have x squared, then x times 5. 5x divided by x is 5. Then doon sa right side naman, negative 6 times x is negative 6x. So we have x squared plus 5 equals negative 6x. Let us transpose negative 6x to the left side. It will become positive 6x. So we have now x squared plus 6x plus 5 equals 0. So this is now a simple quadratic equation. We're going to solve to find the value x by factoring. So we have this table again. We write here x, the quadratic term, followed by horizontally, followed by the constant and the linear term. We're going to factor x squared. So we don't have, there's no other factor aside from x times x na lang siya. Then yung 5 as 5 times 1. Then if we multiply horizontally, you have 5x and x times 1 is x. If we add, and that's equal to the linear. So therefore, the tabulation and the entries are correct. So we can pair this diagonally. So the factors now are x plus 1 times x plus 5. Okay? And equate its factor to 0. Then we solve for x. So our x now is negative 1 and negative 5. Let us verify if these two numbers are the solution set of the given quadratic, I would say equation, given equation. So if x negative 1, if we substitute, okay, so we replace x by negative 1 and this one by negative 1. So negative 1 plus 5 divided by negative 1 is negative 5. Okay, is it equal to 6? Tingnan natin. Negative 1 minus 5 is negative 6, which is equal to negative 6. So the equation is satisfied when x is negative 1. Therefore, negative 1 is the solution. How about if x is negative 5? So we'll do the same thing. We substitute this negative 5 to the x of the given equation. So negative 5 plus 5 divided by negative 5 is negative 1. So negative 5 minus 1 is negative 6 equals to negative 6. So therefore, the equation is satisfied. Negative 5 is another solution of the given equation. So therefore, the solution set of the given equation is negative 5 and negative 1. Okay? So as simple as that. So let us have example number 4. So you have 2x equals x minus 4 plus 4 over x minus 3 equals 8 over x minus 4 times x minus 3. So again, we have to clear the equation. Let us find out the LCD, and the LCD is the product of x minus 4 and x minus 3. But we will not get the product, just leave this as an indicated product of x minus 4 and x minus 3. So we'll multiply both sides by this, x minus 4 and x minus 3. Okay, so we have now this one. Okay, so we multiply both sides by x minus 4, x minus 3. So first we have to cancel x minus 4 tsaka x minus 3 in the left side, in the right side. So it will become now, then distribute this expression here sa 2x. So you have 2x times x minus 4, x minus 5 over x minus 4. Then again, this expression multiplied to 4. So 4 times x minus 4 times x minus 3 over x minus 3. Then we can do the cancellation. So This is a first term. We can cancel x minus 4 and x minus 4. So we have now 2x times x minus 3. And the second term, x minus 3, will be cancelled. So we have x minus 4 times 4. So we have now 2x squared. Okay, 2x squared. Say 2x times x, 2x squared. 2x times 3 is negative 6x. 4 times x is 4x. 4 times negative 4 is negative 16 equals 0. Okay? Then we have to simplify. This negative 6x and 4x can be combined. So we have 2x. Then yung 8 din natin dito ay transpose sa left side and minus 16. That's why you have the negative 24. We can, if you will observe, all the numbers involved in the equation are even numbers. So we can reduce the equation to make the equation simple. So you have x squared minus x minus 12 equals 0. Anong ginawa? We divide each term by 2. So then we get the factors of x squared minus x minus 12 equals 0. So we have x minus 4 times x plus 3 equals 0. Then equate to 0, then solve for x. Then we verify to check if 4 is a solution set of the given equation. But if after we substitute, we found out this one, 4 minus 4, it becomes 0. Pag 0 ang laging denominator, so magiging undefined yan. So therefore, 4 is not a solution of the given equation. How about, so ito negative, positive 4 ang tinatawag natin extraneous root. So how about if x is negative 3? Sa-substitute natin. So wala naging 0 sa denominator. So let us continue to simplify. So 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. Then negative 3 minus 4 is negative 7. Then you have 4. Negative 3 minus 3 is negative 6. Is it equal to 8 over negative 7? That's negative 6. Then do the simplifying. So we have cross multiplication ito. I-add mo itong expression. So we come up with this because we need to find the common denominator, negative 42. So 36 minus 28 all over negative 42. So ang magiging result yan ay negative over 42 equals 8 over negative 42. So even if we will not simplify for as long as we found out that they are equal, so meaning the equation is satisfied by negative 3. So therefore, we can say that the solution set of the given equation is negative 3. So, negative 3 lang ang siyang na-satisfied. So, itong negative 3 lang ang sagot. Si 4 ay extraneous root. Meaning, value siya ni x pero hindi siya solution ng given equation. Okay? Let us have an exercises. Solve the following equations. 1, you have the square of x minus 1 plus 7 times the quantity of x minus 1 plus 12 equals 0. And the second one is 6 over x plus x minus 3 over all over 4 equals 2. No, you have to answer these two questions. And you can write your answer below the comment section. Okay? Then let us find out if you could be able to get the correct answer. Okay, thank you for watching. And I hope you learned something from this video lesson. Until next time for another video lesson. Okay, bye-bye.